Hello everybody, Snakeman Films here, and as you guys know, I have allergies, um, and it's kicking my butt right now, so I decided to look at 16 popular chocolate
Chocolate is
desserts
rich,
from the
sweet,
world.
and pairs well with almost anything. It's one of the most universally beloved desserts in the whole world.
Yeah, I
From
agree.
Brigadeiro in Brazil to tiramisu in Italy, we're taking a look at chocolate
Ooh,
desserts around the world.
oh, I love brownies.
Belgium is quite literally the chocolate capital of the world, a title it's held since 1912 when a pharmacist put some almond paste inside a chocolate couverture to sell to patients. These days, Belgians have perfected the treat, packing tempered chocolate with all kinds of delicious fillings, from dried fruit to nuts to caramel to sweet creams.
That looks so good.
Schwarzwälder Kirschtorte, or Black Forest cake, gets its name from the sour cherry kirsch that's soaked into each layer of dark chocolate
I would
cake.
love to have that cake.
Kirsch-soaked black cherries are layered between fresh whipped cream before the cake is topped with more cherries and dark chocolate shavings for a bittersweet and
If
boozy
you guys
slice.
can see my face right now,
Champurrado is
my eyes
Mexican
are
hot
watering
chocolate
right now.
brewed with a
It's
cinnamon
either that
stick
or my
thickened with
allergies
masa
that are
and
doing
sweetened
it.
with a pinch of poloncio for an ultra-thick, rich cup of cocoa that's perfect for cozying up on cold nights. Brigadeiros are named
This
for
is so beautiful.
1940s
I'm
Brazilian
not sure if I'm
candidate
crying
who
because
was
of
known
that
for
or
being
my
quite the
allergies.
looker. This chocolatey dessert was
Probably
created
my
for his
allergies.
fundraisers. A combination of sweetened condensed milk, butter, and cocoa powder create a sweet, gooey ball that's rolled in chocolate sprinkles for a tiny snack.
I'd love
Notoriously
that.
one of the most
France.
difficult desserts to nail, chocolate
Don't disappoint me, France.
soufflés date all the way back to 1783. The delicate dessert combines melted chocolate with fluffy egg whites, sugar, and egg yolk, then it's baked until
They did
risen
not
perfectly
disappoint.
for a sweet and airy treat.
That looks so
In
good.
Nigeria, puff puffs are not only a go-to street food, but an essential party snack. Chocolate puff puffs combine cocoa powder
How
with
do
a
people
yeasted
come up
dough
with these
full of
ideas for
nutmeg and
desserts?
cardamom, which is rolled into a ball and deep fried. The finished donut is crisp yet stretchy and chewy. Babka originated in Poland when leftover challah dough was combined with fillings on Passover. Though it wasn't until large populations
Not going to say anything else about the high school I'm going to next year. Actually does a lot of cooking, so I'm going to be a taste tester a lot next year. I'll be in heaven next year.
of Jewish people moved to New York that chocolate became the go-to filling.
That
The layered bread is
delicious.
fluffy yet dense and perfect any time of the day, from breakfast to midnight snack. Nama alludes to the freshness of this chocolate treat. Fresh cream is mixed into chocolate to form a thick ganache, which is refrigerated before it's sliced into squares and dusted with a heavy coating of cocoa
so
powder.
good.
It should be served slightly chilled for a decadent, creamy bite that melts in the mouth. Tiramisu combines coffee and chocolate for the perfectly bittersweet
coffee
after-dinner
and
treat.
chocolate.
The layered Italian dessert starts with a row of crisp ladyfingers soaked in coffee and rum, followed by a thick coating of creamy, nutty mascarpone cheese, and finished with a blanket of cocoa powder. 4 whole decades older than chocolate chip cookies, the brownie is a staple dessert for any occasion, from barbecues to school lunches, even to weddings. Whether you prefer them dense and cakey or fudgy and
Gotta be
dewy,
kidding me.
brownies use powdered and
Am I in
or
heaven
melted
right now?
chocolate for the perfect portable treat. Malva pudding is a sweet, pillowy South African dessert that doesn't have to include cocoa, but does if you want that extra
That
chocolatey
looks
richness.
so
In addition to
good.
standard cake ingredients, you'll find apricot jam, orange zest, and a thin, semi-sweet chocolate sauce. Like all great puddings, it can be served with a scoop of ice cream. A 3-layer,
Oh
no-bake
my
dessert,
God, they have
Nanaimo
a share-
bars are about the
a
most
share of
decadent
names
treats to
too.
whip up. The crunchy base is made with cocoa powder, graham crackers, almonds, and coconut. The middle layer packs sweetness
not
with a
sure
mix
the
of
almonds
cream
bars
and
than
vanilla
that sounds
custard, and it's
delicious.
all topped off with a shiny chocolate ganache. In Swedish, klakaka means sticky cake, which is the perfect description for this gooey chocolate cake. The simple one-pot recipe incorporates melted chocolate into egg, sugar, and wheat flour, and a ton of butter for a molten, sticky
I
slice
wish I
of
could
heaven
have that.
that's served during a daily coffee break called fika. If you've ever visited the Caribbean, it's almost guaranteed you left with black cake, also known as
Black
rum cake.
cake, oh my
A
God.
chocolate rum cake incorporates melted, unsweetened
Am I in
chocolate
heaven
into
right
the
now?
batter along with
Then
dark
again, I'm
rum and
not tasting
coffee.
it, so I'm not
And
sure
once
about
it's
that one.
baked and chilled, the cake is doused in even more rum. Perfect for enjoying in the Jamaican sun. Mosaic cake is a go-to after-dinner dessert in Turkey. Shortbread biscuits called petit beurre are pounded into small squares, then combined with sugar, butter, cocoa powder, and bitter chocolate. The mixture is poured into a loaf pan before the biscuits are baked and sliced, revealing the tiled pattern inside. Lamingtons were created in the late 1800s in honor of the governor of Queensland, and these days afternoon tea just isn't complete without them. Vanilla sponge is cut into small squares, covered in a thin, sweet chocolate icing, and rolled in desiccated coconut. So, which chocolate desserts do you want to try? Are there
All
any we
of them.
missed? Let us know in the comments below.
You all know what to do. See you later.